Hi, how's it going? Yeah, it's Ronnie. I look like ass. Just got home from the rain, the crap, and cold and wet, and doing my job that I do on the side. No, I do full time, but this ain't really a rant, but I watch BigClive a lot on YouTube. He's awesome, and I watch Frans Labs. And I just flipped on my TV while I'm wiring through my pad here. You know, just got home from work. And I don't know which way to turn the camera. I really don't care. But I just want to make a comment. He has a video up and it cleared off. I said, you can tell this is like set up and ready to go. Oh, where's my remote for... Yeah, there you go. It's playing. Of the city. Well, I don't know if it's copyright, so I can't do it. But that's BigClive. Okay, BigClive has a video about importance of Frans Lab. Okay, she is electronics, super smart lady that does stuff. She's cool, you know, and she gets in the older stuff. All right, but now it's like turned into help Frans Lab out because she's getting evicted from her workspace. She has a lease in Philly, I guess. He knows more than I do. That she has a workspace in like the warehousing district of Philly, and she's getting evicted. And they just evicted everybody, and they're gonna put up apartments or something in the warehousing district. Apparently, that ain't making money. I don't know. That's what he said. I didn't watch her video yet. But yeah, right there it is, Frans Lab. You know, I don't think there's any copyrights actually on YouTube. That's why YouTube is kind of a pain in the ass because they do stick anything. If I use a video or even any music from 50 years ago, they'll try to whack me and say I'm making money off of a copyright. But yeah, that ain't what happened. But yeah, okay, Frans Lab, by what I understand, but Frans Lab has been getting hit by YouTube. He says she don't take any money from YouTube ads. Okay, that's cool. She's been doing this, I don't know, quite a few years, okay? But if that's what she does, and then she has her setup for making her YouTube videos and her basic lab and everything that she does in a warehousing district in Philly, and says she's being evicted on a short notice. Well, in the United States, you have 30 days and you can be evicted. And if the contract says you cannot be evicted for up to 6 months, you have to read your own contract when you sign it. And he says it's a warehousing district. I didn't watch Frans Lab's video yet. I'm going to watch it. And she has another one explaining about how she's getting stiffed by YouTube. Which, you know, well, if you're getting stiffed by YouTube, change something. You know, it's called social media. Even BigClive, you know, well, BigClive has his own YouTube channel, and he does put an ad on every video he makes. Somewhere it pops up unless you're blocking it. And he has his own freaking full-time job too, okay? When he has to go out and make money, if YouTube ain't making him money, he goes out and he works. And he knows his shit, and he's smart, and he has his own freaking business, and he makes his money, and then he makes his videos on the side. He ain't living up a freaking YouTube. He ain't dumb enough to do that, all right? Point number one. Frans Lab, she's super smart in Philly. If you're evicted from a warehousing district and your lease is up, if you're using that and they're going to build condos or something there, why in the hell, when you got it, why didn't you just buy your chunk and you'd be a multi-millionaire right now? You know, you got to look ahead, think about where you're. No, I rent shit. Well, if you rent shit, you can always get kicked out. Buy it. Buy your stuff. Where I live, I own it. It ain't quite paid off yet, but there ain't nobody can just come walk in here and go, you're evicted in 30 days. I went through that crap. I went through that crap the day after I got married the first time. I got an eviction notice, 30 days, move your whole house and your shit. or you're going to sell it to us. That was a neat wedding present. And I'd been there 5 years, and I paid lot rent. I had a single wife. And I moved my shit. I said, I ain't selling to you, and I ain't going to give you shit. And I took care of the whole freaking lot and did all the mowing and everything on the side to help them out. And I charged like half what anybody else would charge them. And then, yeah, I got that new owner come in and went, well, you're done. Well, guess what? I had to move my whole piece of shit freaking house. And the tires weren't aired up anymore. I'd been there for like 18 years, and I'd been there 3. Shit happens. I had a lease, and it was a lease for a year, but 30 days eviction, you're gone, you're gone. I had to move my whole home, okay? I don't feel sorry for anybody that rents and, you know, reads a small print and has their contract. And I've been here for 15, 20 years. If you don't own it, you can get tossed out on your ass, all right? If she would have rented to own, at least she would have had a better contract and said, well, yeah, I can get a loan to buy it. And then she'd be a multimillionaire right now if they're knocking that shit down. And BigClive says that's what's happening in, you know, in London. BigClive, I gotta take you to a point, man. This ain't Netherlands. This is the United States. This ain't London. This ain't Europe. Look at their economy. Look at their crap. They're all junk. That's why you have your own job too, man. And you own your own place on Isle of Man and stuff. I'm sure you own it. You don't go out renting shit thinking next year everything's going to be okay for the rest of my life. You're smarter than that, all right? So, yeah, she's got a Patreon account or a GoFundMe or something, and she's good at what she does. And she makes her whole living, apparently, off of YouTube, which isn't very bright in my book, all right? Because I made my entire living off of one job, almost 4 years, farm mechanicing, when the farm economy was totally awesome. And I was rolling and rocking. And I went, no bull crap, I went from 80 grand a year fixing to under 20,000. And guess what? I had to change. I had to change what I do because that job niche is not there. And it's still not there. The farm economy is rubbish if you're working for farmers, doing work for them. Okay? They say they're going broke and they're going under because of the markets and tariffs, and that's a whole different story. Now they're overproducing, and everybody dug up everything when corn and stuff was $8 a bushel. And they're digging up ground, and now they're overproducing, and they don't have a market. All right? You know, it's just like BigClive, or like me. You know, whoever. The lady that's getting kicked out of her stuff. You know, there's a niche market, you got your market. If it goes bad, you better have plan B. I don't like BigClive saying that knocking down old warehousing things or shit is destroying the lay of the AO. In Philly, you ever been in Philly? Way before Obama. Before Obama showed up. Well, everything was cooler. I drive a truck. I used to run in and out of them warehouse districts and pull out of the companies there. They're nothing there anymore. And she's getting cheap rent, and she has her contract for a rent. Okay, well, buy the damn building. You know, I own my house. It's going to take a lot. I ain't renting a freaking house. I can't get evicted next month. It'll take a hell of a fight to kick me out of my place, all right? And there's a whole different story about that I'm not going to get into. But, yeah, this ain't Europe. There's laws here that say if you're stupid, you're stupid, all right? If she didn't own her own place and she can't afford to move to another place, she sure wasn't thinking ahead, all right? You always have to plan for the worst hope for the best. I've had to change jobs. I said, I'm not doing what I love to do. I love being a farm mechanic. I'm working for a factory, all right? You know, that's the way it works. I still run a truck, what I love to do. If I want to go pull money up the butt, I'm one of the best truck drivers on the planet. I got over 2 million miles with no tickets, no accidents. How come I'm not running a truck? I got burned out. I can go pull 80,000 tomorrow and be home on the weekends just driving my truck. I drive a truck now in and out, and I work in a warehouse and stuff, and I like it. I'm not getting rich, but I'm making enough money, and I said once you get burned out on something, that ain't no good either. But you got to think ahead. I know tomorrow, if somebody hates me or if the whole plant closes down, I can go do another job. My life doesn't depend on one thing. More knowledge, more knowledge. And I said, Fran, she's an electronics hotshot expert in Philadelphia. She knows all the old stuff. Does she know? Even if by her video she has enough proof to go to any company in Philadelphia, not Philippines, in Philadelphia, and if she can't make at least $35 or $40 a frickin' hour and not doing YouTube and doing a different job, then she's got a problem. Because she knows what she's doing, apparently, unless it's all fake, which I don't think it is, unless she just researches everything on, you know, on Google and then makes these videos. But she's got talent. No, she's smart. There's no reason she doesn't have any common sense, all right? There's no way you just get evicted in a heartbeat, and there's no reason you put your whole life, if it's a year or 6 months, anywhere, into something if you're not going to own it, because you can't get tossed out on your ass in a heartbeat. And that's not just because of videos or lack of economy. You can have health problems and issues like I had. I'm not bitching about it. I would have been totally debt-free in about a month. Now it's going to take me another 2 years. Shit happens. But I'm still here and I'm still plugging away. And if I need to change and I need more funds, I'll go do something else. If this plant I'm at, who knows? Could close down tomorrow. I highly doubt it, but, you know, you got to plan ahead. Hindsight's 20/20. Common sense and brains are right in front of you. Just look at yourself in the mirror and go, hey, am I safe tomorrow when I go to work? Like that. Look in the mirror. Ask yourself, is my job safe tomorrow? Do I know what to do if this place would take a dive? Do I own my home? Is it paid up enough? What if a tornado hits my home? Do I have insurance for it? I live in a floodplain. Ooh, I live in a hurricane zone. I don't feel sorry for any of these people that live in a hurricane zone and don't have freaking insurance. Okay, I'm fully insured. I live in a tornado zone. My insurance a year costs as much as my home payments. But if my home gets wiped out by a tornado, which I've had 3 come over my home or take parts off of it, but it's been F1, F2 each time. If F4 hits me, I'm done. I'm fully insured. Oh, I'm not going to have to start a GoFundMe page. I have insurance. And I said, my insurance costs me as much for my home every year as my house payments for the whole year, okay? But you have to, what you can afford to lose, or if you want to move, you know. Stuff happens. But yeah, she's a good lady. Go to FundMe. Go watch her video. No problem. I'll try to leave a link to BigClive's video, and he has links from there. But BigClive's a little, he does chew her ass about not taking monetizations. Well, anything you put your life into, and it's a niche market, there's a chance that niche market's going to take a shit, all right? You better have plan B and C and D and E and all the way up, because that's just the way it works. But this about what he says about destroying the warehousing places and stuff in Philly or whatever. No, I've been Philly. I was in there. I drove truck there last time was probably 8 years ago. Philly's a shithole, man. If they can develop it, get rid of the shit, and make some money and make it prettier again, it'll be awesome. Nothing against Phil, but yeah, I've been there. There's a lot of vacant or stuff that should be knocked down. That's just the way it is. You know, I said, if she would have bought it, at least put a contract, no, I'm not going to rent. Are you interested in buying it? I'll buy it. I'll put a contract, I own it. Well, then she'd be a multi-millionaire right now. She wouldn't even have to do YouTube videos, all right? Just my point of view. But yeah, go help her out if you want. I'm not personally, because I've been through that stuff, and if you can't think ahead and read the small print and you're smart, crap happens. You can always look for the government. You know, they got free housing and homeless shelters, but I don't know about if she has $100,000 of equipment or $20 worth of equipment. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think it's right that BigClive is saying that they're destroying parts of America that he's never been in. Just go buying off of her words on her YouTube channel, alright? Come look. Come see. We're not dogging the Isle of Man, and that's where that freaking motorcycle race is that kills off at least 4 or 5 every year. And it's still legal. Cool breeze. And I love it. You want to go kill yourself and race? It's nice you got somewhere to go do it, man. Here in America, they wouldn't allow that. But yeah, even BigClive is smart enough to own his own stuff in his own home probably, and his own company that he does, and he doesn't just count on YouTube. I don't either. I don't make a dime. I don't care. I just put my point of view out. Anybody that is like, oh, all hell's breaking loose for me and blah, 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 you know, look forward. Don't put yourself in the bind. If you're smart enough to know electronics and stuff, you should have some common sense, and you should be able to read contracts and plan ahead in case something takes a crap. Like I said, even if you don't, always plan for the worst and hope for the best. And then you're always prepared no matter what happens. Okay? I said, that's my point of view. I'll put a link to, I'm going to put it on Facebook, and I'm going to put this on YouTube, and I'll try to put a link to BigClive's video so you know what I'm talking about. And then you can go hunt down the lady and stuff and help her out if you want. Cool breeze. But yeah, you got to be looking ahead and thinking ahead. You know, just there's no reason that somebody that's smart as she is can't make, you know, a hell of a good living doing a regular job and not on YouTube. And that's one thing that chapped my butt. She's whining about her YouTube getting denominated and chopped down on views. Well, go get a job. Go get a job doing what you do and quit whining. You know, if they're hosing you, get off of YouTube and go do like other people do. It's kind of like the tarot card people. Oh, yeah, come fund me and Patreon me and blah, 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 and pay me up the butt. Well, if that's how you make your money, that's cool. But you better have a fallback if you take a shit. Just like if you work in a factory or you have your own job. That's a niche market like I did, fixing for farmers. When the economy and that niche takes a shit, you better have something else to do. And quit whining and just move on and go forward and learn and be better. That's my point. Alright? Appreciate your time. I'm not dogging anybody. That's my 2 cents. Yeah, that's my point of view. If you can't take care of yourself, don't think somebody else is going to do it. You know, think ahead. Alright? It's just funny. I laugh because I've never looked at things the way these people do. I know if I go down, and I'm the only one that can take me up. Y'all have a good one. And remember this. Never look down on anybody unless you're reaching a hand down to help them up, alright? And that's no bullshit. I said, I'll help up people, any people, if I can, any way I can, that deserve it. Never look down on someone unless you're reaching a hand down to them to help them back up. But if they expect handouts and they won't even reach their hand up and they expect you to pick them up, turn around and walk away, alright? Have a good one, man. God bless. Ask God, the universe, they'll take care of you. Alright, thanks. Bye.